right now I am sitting at Doc Campbell's post. It's 7 o'clock. We decided to take an impromptu 0 day yesterday. We were waiting for Jandal's resupply box, and we were going to hike out after he got it, but the post didn't even, the UPS didn't come until like 4:30. So we all decided just to stay at the hot springs one more night. And this morning we're planning on heading out at 7:30. I think we're all supposed to meet up here at 7:30. So right now I'm just making some coffee and waiting for them to join me. I'm very cold right now. There's icicles and everything hanging around. It definitely got at least 32 last night. The bra and underwear that I wore into the hot springs yesterday still didn't dry overnight and just froze. And I'm done with the river. Apparently, north of Doc Campbell's, we still have 40 more miles of river. But we've read that it's super scenic and it's the best part, and the river crossings aren't as bad. But the river has also gone up with the windstorm yesterday and everything. I don't know, but apparently it's just going up for some reason, which I'm not happy about. And so I feel like I'm gonna like test my body's ability to stave off hypothermia. And I'm not even kidding. Someone behind me? No. I thought that was one of the guys. Because it's so cold, because we're getting like a cold burst right now. It's supposed to be like in the low 30s for the next couple of mornings, and I'm not really excited about waking up in the morning and all my clothes being frozen and my boots being frozen, because like right now my toes are stinging and they're not even in cold socks, like they're in dry socks and dry boots. Yeah, I'm getting worried. I was going to have my boyfriend ship me some warm clothes and some more food to Pie Town, because there's not much resupply options in Pie Town. There's just like one market, I think. But apparently he's in Penn State for a while, and I did not know that. At least I didn't know he's going to be gone for so long. And then I was like, email my mom from here and ask her to, like, I could have emailed her yesterday and been like, hey, can you get, puffies and tights and warm pants together and ship them to me today to Pie Town, like right now. But I don't feel like that's very nice to be like, hey, can you ship me this stuff like now? Like, whatever you're doing, like, don't do it. So I'm gonna wait until I get service, and I'll call her and have her ship me some stuff to Grant's. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really dreading getting started today, because I'm just done with getting in the water. The guys are super excited, but I'm just like, I'm over it. So hopefully they can put up with me whining and moaning all the time. And yeah, I would just go slower and just like take my time and only cross during the warmer parts of the day. But I also don't want to cross by myself, because the river kind of caught me a couple of times last time, and I was lucky to have Nightcrawler or Jandals there to grab me and make sure I didn't float away. So yeah, that's what's going on. I just spent the morning in the separate bathhouse, basically, where they do where the laundry rooms and the bathrooms are. We're just all crammed in there, and drink our coffee, which is not the comfiest place to drink coffee, but it was a heated building. And me and Nightcrawler are thinking about being the wussies, and we're trying to convince everyone to take the high route. I don't even know where the high route junction is, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm watching Nightcrawler fuck around in a sprinkler, even though it's freezing right now. I don't know what he's doing. He's running. But yes, I'm cold, but I have warm coffee in me. Leaving Doc Campbell's. The time has come. Kind of sad in a way. It was a nice little town. Good people. Walking to the Gila Cliff Dwellings. Pretty scenic road here on Highway 15. My stomach just growled really loud. I don't know if you can hear that. I pointed this out to me, and this stick figure crossing the road looks a little bit chubbier than the other stick figures. We are on the 1 mile loop of the Gila Cliff Dwellings. They were like, the park rangers and stuff were like, you're gonna want water and snacks. It's a grueling 200 feet game of uneven walking or hiking. I was like, okay, all right, I think we can do this. But yeah, I originally wasn't that interested in the cliff dwellings because I went to Mesa Verde National Park not too long ago, and I feel like once you've seen a civilization carved in a rock, you've seen them all. But I'm glad I'm doing it, hanging out with my tramily for at least a little bit longer. Not gonna lie, I'm behind now because I get out of breath very easily. I'm gonna have to get my butt and lungs ready for Colorado. Only 200 feet. Here's a shot of them. Oh, and for the record, even though I thought it was funny that they were saying like, all right, everybody take water, need a snack before you go, I still brought water, and I still had a granola bar before I got started.
All these slabs here that fell, I think they just used them.
What are you guys doing?
Illegal stuff. We found handprints back there.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. Wait, what kind of handprints? Like
Human handprints.
Oh, okay.
The handy handprints. He's just waving Heidi from the wall.
You did leave your footprints.
Somebody else did too.
You're not. There's a sign that clearly says "Do not enter rooms," and Nightcrawler
I
did.
can't read. I'm illiterate. Don't judge.
There's little handprints over there.
How dare you make fun of his illiteracy? Yeah, that's what he's very sensitive to that.
That's so cute. Probably on this ladder, and Nightcrawler was like, "Okay, everybody, grip with your toes, at least those who can." And then he looked at me and told Baywatch, "This bitch couldn't do a Rubik's Cube with her toes." I do have long toes, but I'm proud of them. I just left Nightcrawler. He gave me a little shout out though on his video. I am taking the high route, I decided, because I am sick and tired of getting wet and cold. Just got to the trail junction of the Gila High Route, and I was so excited about my sunscreen I sent myself, and I just discovered that the rolly thing that pushes it up doesn't work. So right now I am taking a little lunch break. I'm having some water. I'm gonna make like a little wrap with like cheese and tofurkey and maybe a granola bar or two. Oh, and some carrots. I'm up on this little hill right now. It's actually pretty scenic. I don't know if you can tell behind me, but it's really pretty. Up on the Gila alternate, or the Gila High Route alternate. So I decided to take the Gila alternate when we left sorry, I just hiccuped really hard. When we left Doc Campbell's this morning, because I was so cold, and I was that cold with having dry stuff on, and with my pants on, and with my fleece, and my cotton shirt, and my rain jacket, and, you know, my sock hat, my gloves, and my buff pulled over my face. And, like, while I was making coffee this morning, I had my tent footprint, like the piece of fabric that you lay down to prevent your tent from getting holes in it. Like, I had that little thin sheet wrapped around my legs this morning, just as a blanket. And the guys are like so gung-ho. Nightcrawler considered going the high route with me, but they're like, you know, Baywatch and Jandals, like, you're gonna regret it, like, it's so much fun down in the river. And I was just like, I really don't think that I will, because I'm having a really hard time staying warm. And I'm even eating like twice as much as Jandals is and as Nightcrawler was. Like, I was eating twice as much as they were the past 2 days. And I'm still just having such a hard time keeping my body temperature up. And so I was just like, listen, I don't think I'm going to regret it, because I spent 15 miles in the Gila crossing it with you guys, and it was great and everything. It was very scenic. But I honestly don't think that it would be smart, and I also don't want to put myself in a position where I am risking hypothermia, and I am putting myself in a vulnerable and dangerous position to get injuries. Like, this morning my toes were like frozen until 9 a.m. and that was with dry socks and dry boots. So I don't want to like lose dexterity in my lower half and be crossing the river and slip on something and like bam, like I broke my arm or I broke my ankle or something. So I think this is the smarter decision for me. This route also does shave off 10 miles. I'm not looking to shave off miles, but that's just a little benefit of it. But it's also going to be more hilly, I think, and I'm not a fan of those yet. Definitely working, still getting the quads stronger. And there's fewer water sources, but that's not a big deal to me, because that's just something you have to get used to, because we're not going to be in the river for forever. It's like, I think the Gila High Route, the High Route is 30 miles to get to meet up with like a flat trail into Pie Town, and then the Gila River, it takes 40 miles of walking through the river. So it's just about 10 miles about saved, I think. I just estimated though. But my pack weighs probably 50 pounds right now with a gallon of water and 5 days of food. I'm trying to get 115 miles into Pie Town done in 5 days. It'll definitely be my hardest push and my most lonely one. So if I start crying in the next couple of days, please just give me some sympathy or just give me a pass, because I'm getting used to it still. And yeah, I think I made the smart decision. I don't regret anything right now. I'm hoping this will be, I mean, it's scenic right now, so I'm hoping it'll be just as great, and I'm sure it will be. So yeah. Sorry, I was seeing if there's anything on my teeth. Probably not the best place to do it on camera, but just out of curiosity, I just finished up my lunch, and I was like, you know, my pack is so heavy right now. Let's see what all food I have. Well, I ended up getting rid of my bounce box and sending the rest of it, I'm sorry, sending the rest of it home. But when I did, I took out, like, I had one use left in a shampoo and conditioner. Some more, like, fixer things, like a sewing kit, and, some more, like, ibuprofens and Benadryls to carry along with me, just, like, little stuff like that. So that added a little bit of weight. And then I'm obviously carrying more water, and I'm also carrying more clothes. I got my cotton shirt, gloves, hat, sock hat, and an extra pair of socks. And so that adds a little bit of weight, but I was like, it still doesn't, you know, but I guess that is just how much weight it added. So I was looking at how much food I had, and I've got a couple of snacks. A couple. I'm not lying. A couple of snacks. One tortilla. One packet of, like, that packet of tuna stuff that I got from the hiker box. It's like one serving. You know what I'm talking about. And I have 5 breakfasts of 2 oatmeals with, like, a little bit of nuts in each one. And 5 dinners. So, that means I have 115 miles-ish, I think, to cover in 5 days. And that comes out to about 1,500, maybe 1,700 calories, depending on what dinner I have, a day. And I'm going to be doing 25 miles a day. Except for today. Things are going to get interesting probably pretty quickly. So it's supposed to rain on Saturday. Today is... oh, good. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. I really have no idea. But I'm not even kidding right now. It's snowing. I don't know. It's not really picking it up. Well, they're melting as soon as they hit me. But there are definitely little white crystals falling from the sky. So far, the high route is not disappointing in scenic views. This is actually pretty spectacular. So right now I am 7 miles along the high route. About 12 miles into my day though. Moving a little slow, but I don't care. It was funny, I noticed my foot situation is evolving. I don't have any of the problems that I did the other day on day like 13 or something. But now I don't know if it's because I was wearing flip-flops, my camp shoes most of the day yesterday and the other evening, and because I was trying to air out my feet. So I don't know if it was because I was wearing those all the time. But right now my Achilles tendon on my left foot is kind of giving me problems. The faster I walk, the less painful it is, because like the less time I spend on that foot. But I'm going to take some ibuprofen right now, and if anyone has any tips on how to stretch or prevent Achilles tendon tenderness, I don't know, please let me know. So, I don't know if the yeah, I don't think you guys can see, but I see 1 or 2 tents set up down there, and I wonder if they're locals or some of the people I can be friends with. So I'm not gonna lie, it was like a group of 4 to 6 guys, probably like in their 30s if I had to guess, I don't know. I just saw the backside of them, but they were all standing around a fire, hanging out in hammocks and stuff, and I I was walking fast and I walked really slow because I kind of wanted them to notice me and be like, hey, why don't you come over? Because I can only imagine that a group of guys would have brought like sausages and steaks to roast over a fire, you know, when they all go camping together or something. But didn't work. No such luck. Oh well. Looking at my map, and I don't know if you see that mountain right there. It's freaking massive, at least from where I'm standing. And I was just checking on the map to see if I had to climb it, because if I did, I was gonna throw a massive temper tantrum. But looks like I might just go around the side of it, so that'll be a little bit better. So I might have made a mistake earlier, about an hour ago or something. I was really curious about exactly how much mileage I had to get to Pie Town, because I'm taking this alternate high route alternate, and because I noticed that there is a roadwalk alternate into Pie Town that isn't the CDT also. So I was like, well, you know, am I really hiking 115 or 125 miles, or am I doing like 95 or something? Just because I am worried about the food situation. And while I did that, I was looking at the map and just, you know, adding up numbers in my head and everything. And while I was doing so, I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of hungry. I'm just going to have a little snack. Well, when I'm stressed out, I binge and I eat a lot. And that's interesting because every time I do this, the stress never really does go away. I just end up with being stressed out with the tummy ache and feeling nauseous. Well, I'm sitting there, and so I had my coconut date rolls that I found in the hiker box. Also, whoever left those in the hiker box, they're amazing. I don't know why you didn't take them with you. There's only like 5 or 6. And I was like, oh, that was good. I'm kind of, you know, hungry for something else too. So before I left Lexington, my boyfriend helped me put together resupply boxes. And like while I was putting together like my meals and stuff, his little job was to put these like 2 big gallon jugs of M&Ms I got at Costco, peanut M&Ms. Was to put them into like little just snack size bags, you know, like not the sandwich size Ziplocs, but like the snack size. So, you know, they were small. And so I brought one of those out with me on this leg, and I ate all of them. So now I feel like I never want to eat another single peanut M&M for as long as I live. And I'm still stressed out about my mileage. I have less food now, and yeah, so at least I don't feel hungry anymore. So that's at least one little success. So I have gone about 18 miles today, including 2.5 that were off trails. That to get to the Cliff Dwellings, you had to walk like a mile off trail and a mile back. But so yeah, not a bad day. I am 5 miles short of my goal, but haven't gotten a late start and moving kind of slow this afternoon. I'm not disappointed, although tomorrow I'm going to attempt to double the mileage I did today. So again, do I think I can do it? Maybe. Not really. Am I gonna try? Yeah. But anyway, even though I am 5 miles short of my goal, I made the smart and responsible and safe decision to go ahead and find a safe camp spot while there was still daylight. Because even with the headlamp, I have a really hard time seeing. I mean, I can find a trail, I can night hike, but not looking for a campsite, because you got to look out for widowmakers. And if you look around me, there's a lot of trees and a lot of widowmakers. But I found a good spot. It's flat. Nothing hanging above me that's going to impale me. So yeah. What else? Yeah. So the sports bra and underwear that I wore into the hot springs yesterday still isn't dry. I don't know why. It's called quick dry for a reason, and it's not quickly drying. But anyway, I'm hoping it'll be good by tomorrow. And I feel like I was gonna say something else, but